Advertising is not the only factor that determines how well a product will circulate. Over the years, advertising companies have risen to the top of the list of most patronized companies. The reason for this is not far-fetched. The world continues to grow, and so do companies and businesses. These companies have a need in common, and they all believe that the need can only be met with the help of advertising companies. This is the need to get people customers. As a result of this need, companies flock after advertising companies and seek their services. Sadly, despite the fact that business owners spend so much money on adverts, sales only increase by a meager percentage. This is because advertising is only a tiny fragment of the big picture that explains how products and ideas become contagious. Factors that contribute to the growth and circulation of products and ideas include social currency, triggers, emotions, public, practical value, and stories. There are many hacks for making products, ideas, and behaviors trend, but the most important thing is making the products very good. Excellence cannot be overemphasized. It is a necessity and the most essential part of branding. If you want to make your products be the talk of the town, you must give people something spectacular about your product to talk about. The standard of excellence differs from one field to another, but every field has something in common: value. Ensure that your products are packed with content that is full of value. Value may be in the form of better pricing, better packaging. Just ensure that you make your products and ideas have something exceptional about them. When something comes along that offers better functionality or does a better job, people tend to switch to it. Jonah Berger. As humans, we tend to prefer websites that are easier to use, drugs that are more effective, and scientific theories that are true rather than false. Once your service is better than that of other people, customers will never take your name off their lips. This will translate into free publicity and will increase sales and market ratings. Continue reading to find out more ways to make your products and ideas contagious. Content with good social currency will always go viral. Social currency is about the things that make us cool. It is the currency we spend each time we share a smart idea, tell a funny joke, or share a cool perspective. So, as a business owner or someone trying to get the word out to people, ensure that your content makes people look cool. Let your content give people ways to achieve and provide visible symbols of status that they can show to others. Virality is not born. It is created. Jonah Berger. Most people would rather look smart than dumb, rich than poor, and cool than geeky. Just like the clothes we wear and the cars we drive, what we talk about influences how others see us. It is a social currency. Knowing about cool things, like a blender that can tear through an iPhone, makes people seem sharp and in the know. So, to get people talking, we need to craft messages that help them achieve these desired impressions. Good quality, price, and advertising contribute to products and ideas being successful, but what makes them spread is word of mouth, and one of the things that can provoke word of mouth is a cool experience. To achieve this, you can do 3 things. 1. Craft your content in ways that look remarkable. Being mysterious, surprising, or exciting are some of the factors that make things remarkable. Infusing one of these in your products can boost word of mouth. 2. Make people feel like insiders. People feel cool when they know what others do not. Crafting your content in ways that make people seem special or privileged to know something about the product will make them share it. 3. Make people feel like they won something from getting your product. Their excitement will lead them to share the news about your project. Many people are attracted to relatable content. When a product or idea reminds people of things they have experienced in the past, they tend to talk about it. To get your products on people's lips or their share buttons, it is vital that you work with triggers. Triggers are stimuli that prompt people to think about related things. Using a product as a strong trigger. Most people drink milk more often than grape juice, so milk is top of mind more often. But triggers can also be indirect. Seeing a jar of peanut butter not only triggers us to think about peanut butter, but it also makes us think about its frequent partner, jelly. Triggers are like little environmental reminders for related concepts and ideas. People often talk about whatever comes to mind, so the more often people think about a product or idea, the more it will be talked about. We need to design products and ideas that are frequently triggered by the environment and create new triggers by linking our products and ideas to prevalent cues in that environment. In working with triggers, you must bear in mind the fact that triggers can help products and ideas catch on, but some stimuli are better triggers than others. These are the stimuli that keep the ball rolling and make your ideas get discussed as frequently as possible. To enjoy the benefits of triggers, here are a few things to consider. Consider the context. Ensure that the stimuli you are trying to work with match with the environment of your target audience. Make sure that the trigger passes your product's message across appropriately. Did you know? By acting as reminders, triggers not only get people talking, they keep them talking because a thought at the top of the mind is at the tip of the tongue. People will always talk about a product that connects with their emotions. Every product is a piece of art, and like art, to make it sell, it must connect with people's hearts. To do this, you must shift your focus away from product details to people's reactions. Think about how people would react to it and what step people would take after that reaction. The principle of true art is not to portray, but to invoke. Jerzy Kosinski. Humans are social animals, and as social animals, when a product or idea connects with people's emotions, they naturally share it. The best way to ensure this works to your advantage is to give them something to care about. You should make something that will move people. People don't want to feel like they're being told something. They want to be entertained, they want to be moved. Anthony Caffaro. Let your products or ideas provoke their caring emotions. Let it move them to take action, let it drive them to share. Give people content with emotional and functional value, and you will be on their lips. A lot of times, people rarely seek out new content. They just check out contents that have been shared by other people. This shows that if you have a product that connects with the emotion of 10 people, you can connect with 10 more. If each of the 10 persons shares to another 10 and that 10 share to another 10, your product will go viral in no minute. To ensure that your products use emotions correctly, here are a few tips to follow. 1. Make your products functional. Let them offer some value, not only provoke emotions. 2. Connect with the right emotions but avoid extremes. 3. Prepare for ways to receive people's reactions after arousal from their contact with the products. Did you know? Arousal is a state of activation and readiness for action. It is the best time for people to spread the gist of your product. Observability has a significant impact on whether ideas and products catch on. As humans, we perceive things using our 5 sense organs, but the sense organ we use the most is the eyes. The eyes connect us with the other 4 sense organs, and as a business person or someone trying to make an idea trend, you must understand the effect of making things observable. Observable things are more likely to be discussed. People would talk more about a pen that they can see than about a marker that they cannot see. This is because public visibility boosts word of mouth. The more comfortable something is to see, the more people talk about it. The more public a product or service is, the more it triggers people to take action. Jonah Berger. Observability also spurs purchase and action. You may have meant to eat healthier or visit that new website your friend mentioned, but without a visible trigger to jog your memory, you are more likely to forget. However, if you see something that reminds you of it, you are more likely to do it. So, as someone seeking to make your products contagious, you must put your products in the view of the public for everyone to see and access. Let people see it so that they will talk about it. From their discussions about it, your products start to spread, and it will go viral in no time. To effectively utilize observability, you need to design products and initiatives that advertise themselves and create a behavioral residue that sticks around even after people have bought the product or espoused the idea. When something offers practical value, people talk about it. In business or in making and spreading an idea, the mere act of doing it is not sufficient. You must ensure that what you are doing is relevant, and it brings value to people. You must always remember that the reason some products sell well despite having no advertisement is that they offer value. Value sells above everything else, and so, you must make sure your products are full of substantial value. Deals seem more appealing when they highlight incredible value. When something is valuable, it is contagious. People like to help others, so if you can show them how your products or ideas will save time, improve health, or save money, they will spread the word. However, knowing how inundated people are with information, you need to make your message stand out. You need to understand what makes something seem like a particularly good deal, and you need to highlight the incredible value of what you offer, either monetarily or otherwise. You need to package your knowledge and expertise well so that people can easily pass it on. If social currency is about information senders and how sharing makes them look, practical value is mostly about the information receiver. People share practically valuable information to help others. By sending it, the information about your product spreads on both the ends of the sender and the receiver. When most people think about practical value, helping people to save money and giving them useful information are what come to mind. As a business owner, try to put these two factors into your products to make them more valuable. When an idea is wrapped around a good story, it becomes hard to forget. Marketing is no longer about the stuff that you make, but about the stories you tell. Seth Godin. One of the things that make products circulate is the mode by which people get to know about them. Stories are one of the ways people get introduced to products, and over the years, stories have proven to be one of the most effective ways of retaining customers' interest. Narratives are inherently more interesting than basic facts. They provide a quick and easy way for people to acquire lots of knowledge in a vivid and engaging fashion. With stories, information travels under the guise of what seems like idle chatter. You can't sell anything if you can't tell anything. Beth Comstock. There are two ways to make use of stories effectively. The first is by wrapping your idea around a story. If you can tell a good story about your product, you can make good sales. This is because when you tell stories about your product, you give people something to remember. They remember the good story and also remember the product that tells them the story. Another way is to allow people to have a connection from their contact with your product. Package your ideas or products in ways that make people unique. They will want to talk about the product because of how it made them feel. You can achieve this by putting personal messages in the products when you deliver them. This will make them glad, and they will spread stories about how the product made them feel. Stories are an easy tool to use in spreading ideas because they show the idea's practical value, reflect people's emotions, make the product public, and trigger people to engage the idea. However, in using stories to craft contagious content, you need to do more than just tell a great story. You need to make it so high that it will go viral, and you need to make the virality valuable. Make sure your desired information is so embedded into the plot that people can't tell the story without it. Conclusion. There's no shortage of remarkable ideas, what is missing is the will to execute them. Seth Godin. Contagious products and ideas are like forest fires. They cannot happen without hundreds, if not thousands, of regular Joes and Janes passing the product or message along. You need to put a lot of things together when crafting your content. But the work does not stop there. You must ensure that you push the products and ideas until they reach your target audience. Finally, put in enough work in building your content so that by the time it reaches your target audience, they also spread it to another person. Try this. Check out the tips on good content circulation and take a proper look into your business or idea. Carefully select one or some of the tips and apply them to your business.